Today, I think that the Treasury Department and Secretary Geithner deserve significant credit for the overall course of the performance of the assets the government has acquired through TARP. As my colleague, Mr. McWaters, has pointed out in a somewhat different tone, the cost of TARP continues to fall and is now estimated to be less than a third of what Treasury thought it would be a year ago. And while it is hard to know exactly how to understand the full costs of the financial bailout, combining TARP with other government interventions, such as the activities of the Federal Reserve, the public should be aware that the real cost of TARP is not at this point $700 billion or even the $300 billion that it was thought to be a year ago, but rather something like $100 billion, and it is falling pretty consistently. However, there remain three very significant questions that have been with us since the inception of TARP. The first is TARP working to achieve its economic goals, reviving credit markets, stabilizing the financial system, and providing meaningful relief to homeowners facing foreclosure? Projections of long-term double-digit unemployment and continued high rates of foreclosure suggest we may not have really repaired our business credit system or our housing markets. Second, are we continuing to manage TARP's assets effectively, particularly in relation to the most troubled of TARP's recipients and the riskiest aspects of the TARP portfolio? I am here particularly addressing AIG, Citigroup, and PPIP. I am recused from auto, so I'm not raising that matter. Third, are we taking to heart in the process of regulatory reform the lessons from TARP? As Congress's Conference Committee takes up the Wall Street Accountability Act of 2009, I am particularly mindful of the lessons of our panel's detailed examination of the collapse of AIG in our June report, the lessons for regulatory reform. That report on AIG is a powerful brief for the wisdom of keeping government-insured liabilities, whether that's insurance policies or bank deposits, away from highly risky assets such as derivatives and leveraged equities, and for the need for a strong resolution authority for systemically significant institutions, a need which you, Mr. Secretary, have championed, I think, much to the public's benefit.